I don't care how good Leonardo DiCaprio is at running away from the cops in Catch Me If You Can, but he ain't beating this guy.
Alright, looks like we got a disturbance in the force.
I ain't moving, don't tell me move, cause he this man
come
for no
on, man,
reason.
not another one.
He said his name Deshaun, that man name
The
is
world
not
don't need
Deshaun.
another.
He asked that man who he was.
What?
Oh.
Oh! He just did a backflip. Damn, they gonna get him though. He's gone. Yes! Yes! He's out of there. See you later.
What seems to be the problem?
Bicycle accident. Fractured tibia about 5 inches below patella.
Dr. Harris,
Yes?
do you concur
Concur with what, sir?
with what Dr. Ashland just said? Do you concur?
Well, it was a bicycle accident. The boy told us.
So you concur?
Concur?
I think we should take an x-ray, then stitch him out and put him in a walking cast.
Very good, Dr. Ashland, very good. Well, you don't seem to have much need for me. Carry on.
Blew it, didn't I? Why didn't I concur?
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. You just saw one of my favorite clips from one of my favorite movies, Catch Me If You Can, which is also based on a true story. Now, for those of you who don't know, Catch Me If You Can follows the story of con man Frank Abagnale Jr. as he has to navigate his young life through scams and counter-check frauds and whatnot, while also avoiding the FBI and Carl Hanratty, who's played by Tom Hanks. Now, Frank ain't your ordinary con artist. He got a job as a pilot, never went to flight school, got a job as a doctor, never went to medical school, became a lawyer with no law degree. In fact, he got so good at being a con man, he ended up on the FBI's most wanted list. Not bad for a guy still in high school. Catch Me If You Can is directed by Steven Spielberg. Judging on this movie alone, I wouldn't think that Steven Spielberg directed this movie. This movie isn't really like the movies he made that made him famous, like E.T., Jurassic Park, and Jaws. This movie is a very story-driven movie, so the visuals take a back seat. Catch Me If You Can is one of Spielberg's most underappreciated films, and if you ask me, the biggest reason is it's because the visuals aren't what you expect from a Steven Spielberg movie. But I actually prefer story-centric movies over a visual movie, so this change of pace from Spielberg is definitely fine with me. In a perfect world, you'd get story and visuals, but if I had to choose one, I'm definitely choosing story.
I like that.
Of course, you know Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hanks are gonna be great. But the person who really steals the show is Christopher Walken as Frank Abagnale Sr. His role in this movie is pivotal. You basically see how this father-son relationship shapes Frankie Jr. into the con man that he eventually becomes in the movie. You see what drives him, you see what motivates him, and a lot of it has to do with the relationship that he sees as a young person between his mom and his father. You're either a have or have not.
2 little mice fell in a bucket of cream. The first mouse quickly gave up and drowned. The second mouse wouldn't quit. He struggled so hard that eventually he turned that cream into butter and crawled out. Gentlemen, as of this moment, I am that second mouse.
The songs and score that they use in this movie was great. I can't think about this movie without thinking about that theme song. That theme song sticks in your head long after the movie's over. Also, a big shout out to the wardrobe and the set production. Steven Spielberg does a really good job making it seem like it's 1960s New York. It feels like 1960s New York. The characters talk like it's 1960s New York. With that said though, were there any black people in 1960s New York? Because if there were, I did not see any in this movie. I wouldn't have known. I would think that 1960s New York is just comprised of white Jewish people. I know I'm nitpicking at this point, but could Steven Spielberg not find one person of color to act in his movie? Not like just a cameo or like even a featured extra? Nothing. Unfortunately, I feel like this is a common theme, a common thread in Spielberg movies. I know Samuel Jackson was in Jurassic Park, but were there any black people in Jaws? I mean, I know black people don't like the water, but damn, you could have had somebody dispatch or be black or something. But other than that, I think that Steven Spielberg gave us a pretty flawless movie. The critics on Rotten Tomatoes gave this score a 96, while the audience gave this a score of 89%. I don't think it's any surprise, guys, that I think very strong things of this movie. I want to take this movie out. I want to take this movie out to a nice steak dinner and make love to it under the stars. That's how strongly I feel about this movie. I think we can all concur Catch Me If You Can is a great movie. So in my opinion, I'm going to give this movie a 99%, which is my top recommendation. Alright guys, thanks for watching my review of Catch Me If You Can. It was definitely a pleasure taking the trip down memory lane with you. If you like my review of Catch Me If You Can, please check out my channel, subscribe, check my other videos out, see if you like it. I do mostly movie reviews, but I sneak in the occasional music review just for fun. So with that said, I hope to catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
How come you're so serious all the time? Does it bother you, Mr. Anders? Yeah. Yeah, it does bother me. Does it bother you, Mr. Fox?
A little, I guess.
Oh, would you like to hear me tell a joke? Yeah, we'd love to hear a joke from you. Knock, knock. Who's there? Go fuck yourselves.